In this video, we will talk about the SQL union operator. So here you can see we have the departments table. Departments table contain two columns, department number and department name. So in this company, we have departments from D001 to D009. Each department has a name like marketing, finance, human resources, production development, and so on. And we also have two more tables, department underscore EMP and department underscore manager. So department underscore EMP table defines the relationship between the different employees and their department. And similarly, department underscore manager tell about the employees who are managers and of which department. Okay, so here you can see in the department underscore manager table, we have employee number and we have department number and from date and to date. So this means that this particular employee was the manager of this department from this date to this date. Okay. And here in the department underscore employee, here it defines that this particular employee was belonging to the department this from this date to this date. Now you see all of these columns are exactly the same as this particular table. So both of these tables have the exact same columns. Okay. Employee number, department number, from date and to date. Okay. So let's first know the purpose of the union operator. Okay, union operator is used to combine the result set of two or more select statements. Okay, if you have two or more select statements and you want to combine the result set into a single result set, then you can use the union operator. Now, to use the union operator, you must see some conditions. To make use of the union operator, you have to fulfill a few conditions. First condition is that the select statement result sets that you are going to combine should contain exactly the same number of columns. Like here in the department underscore employee table and department underscore manager table, we have the same number of columns, that is 4. Okay, we have 4 columns in this table as well as in the department underscore manager table. And the second thing is the order of the columns should be same. Let me illustrate you this concept by editing the query. So I will write select star from DEPT underscore EMP. Okay, so here I am selecting all of the columns from the table DEPT underscore EMP. Now here I am writing the union operator. Okay, here I am telling SQL to combine this result set with the another result set that I am writing here, DEPT underscore manager. Now we know that these are the same columns at this table. Okay, so here we need not to worry much about the columns, and let me just run this query. So here you can see this data belongs to DEPT underscore EMP table. Okay, now I'll just go to the end of this table. Whatever the result set we have got, I'll go to the end of it. And here you can see these are the manager employee numbers, right? I'll just go one page back. You can see this series is a little bit different, okay, than this series. So here the result set from the department underscore EMP table ends, and here the result set for the department underscore manager table starts. So the result set of the department underscore manager table is quite small, while the result set of the department underscore employees table is quite big. So this is how you can make use of the union operator to combine the two result sets to same result set. Okay, now let me do one thing. Here I am selecting the from date and to date. Okay, now here you must also select the from date and to date. Okay, so here you must follow the same names, or you can say the same order of the columns. Okay, if you will do like this, so here I've just shuffled the columns. Let's just run this query. And here you see the query will run definitely, but the result set will be shuffled, you see. So it will just simply make no sense. Okay, so here it is actually the to date, but it is coming under the from underscore date column. So the columns are just picked up in the order of the first select statement. Okay, so that's why you make sure that the columns are in exactly the same order. Okay, now I will show you one of the practical use cases of this union operator. Here we have the table for the department employee relationship, and here we have the table for department manager relationship. I want to combine both tables, but at the same time I want to know that which particular employee is a general employee and which one is a manager. Okay, so let me just write a select query to select all of the employees. So here I will write select star, and then I will write a comma. Okay, here I am writing one more column. So this thing I'm telling for the first time in this course, please notice carefully. So after specifying all of the column names, here for ease I have just defined all of the columns using the star symbol, and here in the inverted commas I specify the column value, not column name. Okay, here I'm specifying the column value. So for this table the type is employee. Okay, and here I'm using alias as type. Okay, this value employee will be filled in a new column type. Okay, you will understand this concept once you will see the result set of this whole SQL query. Okay, so from DEPT underscore EMP. Now let me just apply the union operator, and then I will write the another select query, and here instead of employee I will write manager as type, and here I will change the table name from DPT EMP to DPT manager. Okay, so now you see carefully. Here I am selecting all of the columns, and here I am just specifying one additional column type in which the value will be always employee, and here I am specifying a different column type in which value will be always a manager. Okay, now I will run this query. Now here you can see in the result set we have got 4 columns from the table and 1 column type as we have defined in the first select query. Okay, so here you can see the first select query employee, here it comes in the value. Okay, and I'll just go to the end of this result set. Here you can see the result set of the second query, second select statement, where the type is manager. I'll just go one page back. Up to here, the type value was employee, and from here, the result set of the second select statement starts, and here the type is manager. So this is how you can make practical use of union operator.